Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, welcome back to a video that is primarily about Copart bidding. A couple of cars I've bid on Copart. Let's get into it and show you what it was, and did we win anything as well, which is more important, of course. So the first video you're going to see, or the first clip you're going to see, was taken on Christmas Eve, 24th of December. Obviously you know when Christmas Eve was. If you remember, when I bought the white car, I was tossing up between the white car and a black car, both facelifts, both 2016. The black one didn't have as much damage. Well, the white one hasn't got any damage as such, apart from those seals, of course. But I ended up not getting it because it went for too much. So before this footage, it had gone through the auctions once, and it had a buy now, was it 2,700 or 2,800? I can't remember off the top of my head. But it had gone through Copart once. I had offered 2 grand and they'd ignored me. It then went to auction, and I watched the auction, and I think it went for £1,800, something like that, less than I had bid. 1,850, less than I had bid, which I think is this video. So as I say, that was on Christmas Eve. So this was before I bought the white one. So I never got it on that occasion. And then what you'll see after that video is the next time it came up. So let's take a look at that first one on Christmas Eve. 1,750, 1,800. Sorry, 1,750. That's the next bid is 1,800. If one of you's bidding on this, let me know. I wanted to, but I've got too many cards, so I can't. 1,850. Bearing in mind I offered 2,000 for it before and got ignored.
Bonus time.
So it went for, I think, 1,750 before. It might have been 1,850. I can't remember. Which obviously they didn't accept. This is the 3rd time it's been on here.
Bonus time.
So it's not going to go any higher again. So it's going to come around for a 4th time, I would imagine. It must be costing them money every time they list it.
Sold on approval.
Yep, well, we'll see it probably again next week then. So as you saw, it went for, well, it didn't go. It went for less than I had bid on it. And then again, as I mentioned, it came back again a week or so later. Might have been a little bit longer than that. I can't remember. Again, I'm recording this after I've already sort of placed those clips and done the editing on those clips. So I can't exactly remember top of my head whilst recording this at what date it was. It might have been the beginning of Jan. I can't remember. But you'll see that it went through again. This time it went through more than my 2 grand, but only just. And I thought it was probably going to come back again, but it didn't. So take a look at this one. And because it didn't come back again, on that same day was the day that I bought the white one. So because the black one came first, I didn't bid on it because I really fancied the white one. But let's take a look, and then after that one we'll get into another car. But this is the black one again, a week or 2 weeks after what you've just seen. So the footage you saw of that black lounge going through was last week. It didn't reach its reserve again for the 2nd time, and so today, a week later, it's back again. Now it has this time pre-bid £2,050. If you remember the first time round, let's turn this music off. The first time round, I made an offer of 2,000, which they didn't reject, they just ignored me. Obviously didn't accept it, and it went for 1,750, I think it was in the auction, and I think the one you just watched was 1,850. Now it's gone up 2,050. Now I would have bid on this, but because I've still got the car outside that the fellow who's in Dubai with COVID hasn't collected yet, I just haven't got the room, so I can't have another car, and I haven't got the money for it either. So I'm going to have to let it go, but it might not meet reserve again. I think they're being too greedy, and I think it's probably going to be 2.5 grand is their reserve. But I'm interested to see more than ever today what it's going to go for. So that's number 105. We're on 94 at the moment, so we'll be back when it's on, and we'll see if it actually sells this time. If it happens to come not sell and it comes back again next week, who knows, I might get it. I would like it, but not with 2,700 plus fees. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. There you go, I've nearly caught up with me then, £2,050. I don't think anyone's going to... Oh, someone's bid, 2,100. Nearly caught me out then, I just heard it. I was doing my lunch in the kitchen and heard it saying, your lot is next on the block. 2,150. This is higher than it's ever gone before. I would pay probably 2-3 maximum for this. Come on, finish here, because then it might come back again next week. I bet it does. I bet you come tomorrow, it's back on here again. 2,150.
Sold on approval.
Okay, let's see. So maybe we'll be back again next week, and I might buy it. Be interesting to see. You never know. They might accept it. You never know. So yeah, that was the black one. It never did come back. So someone obviously got it. I imagine it's probably on the road now because it didn't have that much damage to it really. It was that rear quarter mainly, I think, if I remember rightly. I would have liked that one. It's a shame, but you know, had it come back again at the right time, I probably would have bought it. But I got the white one. As you know, the white one's in the body shop. They've had it week and a half. You know, that I do tend to wait a little while, but such is life. I'll probably get it back hopefully soonish. But the next video you're going to see was yesterday, which was the 31st of January. There was one that took my fancy. So let's show you just before the auction, and you'll see it was really cheap. But did I win it? Did I get it for a good price? Take a look, see what you think. Right, I have already recorded this video and I have bought myself a new camera. So I went for the Sony ZV-1. At the moment I haven't got an external microphone for it because my Bluetooth microphone I'm using now only works on mobile phones. It won't work on this, even though the camera has got Bluetooth. But there is, one's been recommended to me. So I'm watching a couple on eBay. I've missed out on a couple on eBay of external mics, which are meant to be really good. A lot more expensive than what I normally buy, but yeah, so good camera, which is a dedicated vlogging camera. You can take photographs with it, but it's a fantastic camera. So I have recorded what I'm about to do here already, but I don't know what the sound's going to be like, so I'm going to record it all again. So depending on what that sound comes out like, we will maybe use this one. But anyway, so today there were loads, as you can see from the time, there are loads and loads of cars that are up today for auction. Loads, sport for choice. But the one I am most interested in today is this one, a 500S. So as you can see, it's looking a bit sorry for itself, and obviously front bumper, the bonnet looks absolutely fine. I'm not sure whether that's damage to the wing there or whether that's reflection, not sure. So it may need a new wing, which I have got a wing, but I'm not sure in which side it's for. I need to check. Haven't got a bumper. Obviously sport bumpers are more difficult to come by. There aren't any red sport bumpers on eBay at the moment, but there are a couple of new ones. One that's like, you know, painted to code, which is quite expensive, but yeah, you never know, might get one. If not, then I'll get one painted. So moving on, obviously you can see most of the damage at the side there. This side is fine. A lot of the trim on the bumper will be okay. The badge will probably be okay. The two whiskers will be okay. That DRL looks alright. Headlight lugs are bound to have gone, but you know, that can be repaired with the repair lugs. No damage whatsoever that side. Nothing at the back there. It all looks fine. Now for what I can see, there is no damage whatsoever to this rear quarter as far as I can see. Everything seems to be just the door and possibly the wing. Inside we got curtain airbag gone. No airbags on the dash because obviously this is a side impact, but obviously the seat one's gone. Not a problem, new seat. Hopefully I'll get one in that trim, but you know, as we experienced when we were doing the blue one, that had the paint thrown over it. Sometimes if you're lucky, when at that time there were red seats around which I could have bought. Obviously I only need one seat for this particular car, unless Copart have hidden the fact that the other one's gone as well, which in this instance I doubt. One thing which probably isn't of concern, but that gear stick looks like it's in reverse for some reason. And the handbrake is up, but yeah, I don't know. It could be just because that's how the person left it. Who knows? But that's obviously something that a chance you'd have to take. But that's what happens when you buy these sorts of cars. Seats okay in the back. Engine looks okay. We got a bit of a kink there, as to be expected. Front panel will need replacing, as they always do. But you know, that's minimal cost and not that much effort really. Again, radiator and aircon probably is gone. It's got digital speedo, so that's obviously a nice upgrade. And the reason there are nothing on that display is because there's no keys for this car, which is a pain when you have it delivered, but it's not the end of the world. So this is the main damage. So obviously mirror's taken a hit, that's gone. Door handle's gone, and this has had a good old whack. Either it's whacked something or something's whacked it. But it looks like it was sort of a glancing blow and it's bounced off, and it doesn't look like there was any damage whatsoever down there. The skirt has got some damage to it, but that almost looks like a bit of paint transfer. It doesn't even look as if it's cracked. Bearing in mind that those skirts are plastic. Don't look as if there's any damage whatsoever to that. So, you know, it might be a case of buffing it if it needs a little bit of paint. You know, that doesn't look like it's cracked or anything and needs replacing. But if it does, you know, you can get them. Maybe not in colour, but you can get them. No, you can't see any damage to that part of the wing there. So it's literally hit the door and bounced off, sending the two airbags into the passenger, which is obviously better than a tree or another vehicle going into the passenger. But you know, you've got these reinforcement bars in the door, which obviously stops the door from collapsing into the passenger. Yeah, and these obviously cushion the blow. So door will need obviously the door will need replacing, and probably the one of the airbags, probably the seat airbag, has destroyed the door card. Sometimes the doors come with door cards anyway, but you know, these are the red leather ones, so they may mean a new one, but you can't see that in any of these photos, so that will be a nice little surprise. Just another view of the front. As you can see, it's had up. So whether something's hit it and then it's hit something, or it's hit something and then something's hit it, who knows? DRL's gone. That grille down there is gone. The other one looks like it might be there, but again, I have got some spares. Not sure which side, but you know, they're not expensive. That's going to be broken. They're quite difficult to find sometimes, but there are some on eBay at the moment. I think they're about 28 quid, something like that. And those grills are relatively easy to find. But yeah, they are quite difficult. I remember years ago when I did one of these sports and I couldn't get one for love nor money, and I went to Fiat and asked them for it, thinking I was going to get tucked up for like 80 quid or something, and they said no, you can't buy them separate, they come as part of the bumper. So, which is obviously completely wrong, because you can buy them. So yeah, they weren't very helpful. Can't remember which. I think that was the Fiat dealers, which is no longer there, in Welling in Kent. But yeah, they were wrong. Bonnet, as I say, looks absolutely fine. Obviously it's sitting high because of it's been popped, and it's not shut down, and obviously the front panel is dented anyway, but actually, although I've got a bonnet, it actually looks okay. It's got a spare wheel, as Copart like to always show you now. Boot all looks fine, dirty as usual, everything, but you can see there, its gear stick looks like it's in reverse. Could be in fourth, but it looks like it's probably in reverse. I'm not sure whether that's chips in the paint or whether that's just reflection or not. It's possibly reflection. But again, you know, that's nothing. That's about it. So it is, as I say, it's a Cat S. It's done 52,000 miles, 14 plate, 2014 obviously. And yeah, no keys. So that's a bit of a challenge when you get it down from the transporter, because obviously getting it off the transporter, the steering wheel is normally locked. If the wheels aren't perfectly straight, which they probably won't be, it's difficult to get off. I have got some skates, so it makes it a little bit easier. If I can get it dumped on get the truck to reverse down the drive, dump it on the drive, and then I can at my leisure get the airbag off, get the steering off to actually move the remove the ignition switch, so we can then move the steering wheel, and then I can manoeuvre it into the correct position and get the locksmith down to get some keys cut. As you can see, this auction starts in 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is at midday today. Not sure which 2269 is in lane B. Don't know where that is going to be in the running order, but once the auction starts, we'll go and have a look. But at present, it's only 375 quid. So Cat S would put some people off, airbags would put some people off, and having no keys will put some people off. None of that puts me off. It is a pure sale, so there's no auction, there's no reserve or anything like that, so it goes for what it goes for. So I didn't really want to buy a car, but if I can get this for a really good price, this will be my next project. The other one I was looking at was this one. I decided against this one. I've got a red bonnet, which it needs. I've got a red bumper, which has some damage, but easily repaired. So, you know, that could potentially be a quick turnaround. What did I just... Oh, yeah, there's something going on here. There is a closer up photograph. It looks okay, that side. Oh, yeah, airbags have gone on this, which, again, put some people off. Where is it? It's done 74,000 miles, I think it is. Yeah, see, there's something, it doesn't shut properly there. There's no damage to the back. I mean, that could be something from previous, I suppose, but there's not an awful lot of adjustment that you can do on these, so I don't know why that's not shut properly. But yeah, no, I decided against this one. 74,000 is not massive miles, but it's more than I would normally get, so I decided against that one. The only other one I was thinking of today was, where is it? Yeah, this one. This would have been a good buy. It's at 725. Oh, it's gone up 750 now. But this is a very popular colour, easy to sell. If you can get the parts in colour, it's very easy to match. They always match. I think it needs a new door as well. That may be just saying blending on the door. I can't really see whether there's damage to it or not. But obviously, for some reason, someone's decided to take the wing off and the bumper off, which are obviously damaged. Doesn't look as if there's any damage to the bonnet. The reason I've decided against this one is because there are no parts in colour on eBay, none at all. So, as I say, if you get these in colour, they always seem to match. I've never had a problem matching one of these light blue panels, but if you have it painted, you're better off taking the car there and they end up having to paint half the car and blend it in, because they tend to come out lighter. I've done it, I've had painted panels, I've got like colours painted, panels painted to colour on eBay before, and it's been really light, and I've also got the body shop to do it, and they've had trouble matching it, and they've had to paint half the car. So that obviously pushes the price up. If parts were available, I would have bought this one, or I would have tried to buy this one, but I think it needs a wing both sides actually. So yeah, so 2 wings or wing repair possibly, depending on what it is. But yeah, no, I've decided against that one. But we are going to have a go on this 500S, and I do like the 500Ss. I think they are my favourite, and it's 2014, so it's a little bit newer as well. So yeah, currently at £350. So we will come back when the auction starts, and we'll have a little bid. So see you then. Right, we've got one, 2, 3, 4 more to go, and it's still only at £400. So I don't think for a minute that it's going to go for less than 1,500 quid, but I'm not going to pay that much. There are a load of red doors on eBay. I've already looked, loads of them, quite cheap as well. Even there's 2 or 3 that are even from the same year, so there wouldn't be any problem with a colour match. But obviously I don't even need to look about airbags. There's always loads of airbags around. Bumper is the only thing that I haven't got is the bumper, but that's not the end of the world. So we'll come back in 3 auctions time, and we'll film it and see. You never know, we might get it cheap. Let's see. Right, here we go.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Here we go. 475, 450 rather, 500. So I haven't even bid yet.
New bidder.
It's going mad. Let's have a bid. 650. Yeah.
New bidder.
Oh, there's lots of people coming in, lots of new bidders coming in. $725, that's me.
Bonus time.
Oh, someone else.
This is a hot lot.
775, dirt cheap at the minute. Ugh. I'll go to my lunch. Actually, no. Yeah, wait a minute, I will. Oh, close contact
Bonus
notification.
time.
I'm winning at 825. Surely I'm not going to get it that cheap.
Bonus time.
Come on. We don't want, excuse the noise in the back. Oh, someone else bid. Oh, we'll have another one. 97.5. Someone's pushing this price up. If we can get this below £1,000, an absolute bargain. Obviously plus fees.
Bonus
Oh,
time.
this damn bonus time. Does it get on everybody else's nerves like it gets on mine? Bet that same person has one more bid again. They're thinking about it.
Bonus time.
Ah, come on, 875. That is an absolute bargain. And it's a pure sale. Come on, they're not going to bid anymore. Yes. Oh my God, what a bargain. What an absolute bargain. So what do you reckon? 875 quid. 875 smackaroonies for a 14 plate. Yes, it's a Cat S. Yes, it needs a new door. And, you know, there may be other things that we don't know about. Airbags, seat, etc, etc. But 875 quid. I will easily sell that for 3.5 grand. So there was lots of money in it. So since that was filmed, that video, I've paid for the car. That was plus fees. It came out to 1,100 and something, including the fees. It's coming tomorrow. It's being delivered tomorrow. I've already bought a 2014 door in colour, complete door. So with the glass, regulator, everything. Not the mirror, I don't think, but I've got a mirror actually. I had a mirror casing and I've got a grey passenger side mirror, so I'll take the casing over and swap them over. So I don't even need to buy a mirror. It's a little bit scratched, but I will touch that up, polish it. If it's not good enough, then I'll get another one, but it looks alright as far as I can see. So I've got a mirror. I've ordered a door. Today I made an offer, or last night I made an offer on a front panel, complete front panel, including the rad, everything, rad, aircon, the lot. It was up for 125 quid. I had a cheeky bid at £100, and this morning I won it. It's someone I bought stuff off before. It was the seats I got for the which one was it? The stripped? Was it the stripped one? Can't remember. Yeah, I think it was the stripped one. It was the person I bought the seats off for the stripped one. So yes, I haven't got it yet. I'm going to go and pick that up Friday. So as I said, car's coming tomorrow. So there are no keys with the car. The stripped car was easy to get off the transporter because there was no steering wheel or anything like that. So that was a matter of just cutting the shear bolts and taking the ignition barrel off to move the steering wheel. Because it's got no keys, obviously it's going to cost me £200 for a set of keys. I now don't mess about with just one key. Roy the locksmith will do me a set of keys for £200. So I will get a set made. So to get it off transporter, I've got my skates that are in the garage. It may be the driver will come down the driveway in reverse, and we'll might have to do it gradually. In the pictures, the wheels look fairly straight, but you know they've only got to be slightly off. And if someone decides to put the steering lock on, they may, you know, there won't be any movement in them whatsoever. So they're probably it might be challenging getting it off. But doing it down the driveway, I can then get it in the middle of the driveway. And although I'm working tomorrow, I'm working from home. So during my lunch break, depending on what time it arrives, I can try and get the airbag off. Now the only problem we have, if the steering lock is on and there's no movement whatsoever, we can take off the bottom cowling, we can take off the top cowling. That's not a problem. The only problem lies if we can get to one or two of the clips, but we can't get to the other one. I think it was the Black R bath that I bought, I couldn't get to that last hole and I had to get a jemmy off and break the airbag. There was no other way of doing it. So that is always a possibility that might happen, which also risks damaging the steering wheel. Now let's hope that doesn't happen, but it's a possibility. I'll be able to do it on the driveway, take me time. I don't think if you leave the steering wheel and the airbag on, I don't think you can gain access enough to the shear bolts just by taking off that bottom cowling. I don't think you can get enough access to the shear bolts to get them off, but you know, I'll give that a try, and if it does, then I've never tried that before, but if it does, then you know, doing it on the driveway when I've got plenty of time is fine. It'll be in the middle of the driveway, because obviously if I can get it off on the skate, if I can get it off on the skates and then we can sort of angle it, I can get it where this one's parked, right in front of the garage, and it won't be an issue. But I've got, by the end of the day, I've got to get it here because the neighbour will be wanting to park, so I can't leave it in the middle of the driveway. So at some point tomorrow, after it comes, I will attack that, and obviously we'll video that, and that will be on your walk around video. So that one will be coming up on Sunday, the walk around of the new project. Now look at the registration number. If you haven't already seen it, I'll put a picture of it up here now so you can see what it is. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to call this car, so I need your help. So before Sunday's video, I need your help to decide what to call this car. Yes, it's red, it's not Loopy Harold. It's a Sport, which is my favourite, I think. I think my Sports are my favourite. So, yes, that's the new car. That's the new project. I'm quite looking forward to doing this one. Shouldn't be too bad. Should, hopefully, providing there's nothing on the seals or the door shut damage. It is a Cat S. The damage on that door doesn't look as if it's gone onto those, you know, the interior of the door shut or anything like that. But you really can't tell till such time as I get it tomorrow. If that's the case, it should be a relatively quick turnaround, I think, hopefully. But we'll see. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you, always, the Copart videos always get a lot of views, because I know a lot of you like the Copart videos. But it's always good when I win a project on it as well. So, stay tuned on Sunday. Sunday at 10 o'clock will be the walk around video. And so, yeah, until then, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you then.